Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh. Bahashem Yahshua, Bahashem Makakadash. Double honors unto the elder apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things, and Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now, it had come to my attention that you have certain people that have always like shit to say, But I'll say this because I want hypocrites to basically get destroyed because you're very offensive. And I'm not even gonna post you. You know who you're talking about. You know who I'm talking to, because I'm throwing stones, and the only people that get hit, those are the ones that I'm talking about. Now, you have certain people that are talking about, I got these Edomite maps and stuff like that. Wait, for example, I got like maps of, Paul's his travelings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying like, you got it off of them. You got it off of the Edomites. You learning off of Esau, and it's not off of you. Okay, check this out. I'll get to that later concerning. I pray the Lord was going to do to you. I'm going to give you this for an example of a fact. You see, Esau, he has all these records. He has done excavations and stuff like that. Let me get a few scriptures. Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, he was speaking to Ezekiel. Say unto the prince of Tyrus, modern day prince of Tyrus is Esau, but the ancient day prince of Tyrus was Canaan, which the Greeks call Phoenicians. Thus saith Yahweh the power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a god. Because he really was thinking like he's the greatest. Just like the Pharaoh, his brother, Mizraim. I am a god. I sit in the seat of the Heavenly Father. In the midst of the seas, he was actually sitting because he was ruling and judging over all the people which are the sea. The people are the sea in the book of Revelation 17 or 19, one of those. It shows you that the sea are the people, seamen, and all of that episode. For example, you have the Mexican wave. Then you will see that people are actually a sea of people. It looks like a sea because we are the waters. That one doesn't play. That one guy. This one maybe. I just want that thing to play. It doesn't play. I hope you understand what I'm trying to. Yeah, look. It looks like a wave, a sea of people. That's also a figure of speech. Sea of people meaning a sea of people of things is a very large number of them together. So he saw himself sitting in the seat of the Heavenly Father in the midst of the seas, because he was in the midst of all these people, and he was a ruler. As such, he really was. If he told you like, hey, listen, man, walk off the plank. If you don't do it, you die. He would kill you. He's the king. His men would make sure that you would be put to death, even if they didn't even want to. Yeah. Yet thou art a man, and not God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Heavenly Father, your mind, he thought himself to be the Heavenly Father. Modern day prince of Tyrus is Esau. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. So, ancient prince of Tyrus, the Canaanites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. They was always greater and mightier than us. They was wiser than us. They had a lot of things. So now, modern day Esau, they are the same thing, but even wiser than the ancient prince of Tyrus. Because, I'm going to give you an example of a fact. Our people do not know that we are the Israelites. They know. They're the ones that are in the darkness. They're the ones that are the owls. They can see in the darkness. But we will be the light. Sorry, let me say it better. The Lord Yahweh Shai is the light 100%, but he will make his men the light for the Israelites in order to come toward him. They will guide that path in the darkness so that he will light his steps so that you can see what you're stepping on. Maybe you're stepping on a bunch of scorpions or a bunch of vipers, snakes, and stuff like that. Serpents. Yeah. So you need a lighting when you step up in this darkness, and this darkness is the world. John chapter 1. So, what do I mean with this? Why am I grabbing this? Well, the elder apostles, starting with the elder apostle Thor, the man that taught me, and he has the spirit of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is what I believe. I don't care what you believe, okay? I care what I believe. So, what happened? He is the one that, for example, of a fact, he's the one that taught me that this is where he learned from. How he learned this book and them, the elder apostle Tahar, the elder apostle Gabar, the elder apostle Aramlab. No, sorry. The elder apostle Tahar, the elder apostle Gabar, the elder apostle Rakah, the elder apostle Aramlab. Okay, right? From them I have learned. They have learned from this guy, and his name is Fritz Springmeier, which is a German name, and funny at that. German name. This is German. It's like Springmeier. It's like spring. Anyway, water fountain. Anyway, Fritz. So this is Fritz Springmeier, and he was jailed for what? Well, let me just say this. They said that he was on a rape type tip with a female, and they locked him up. And they did the same thing with Julian Assange, but he's a beast. But I was always thinking to myself, like, I don't think that he did it. But anyway, you know what? Maybe he did, maybe he did. I don't care. The point is that they locked him up. Julian Assange, I kind of believe that he did it. He's a proud he's a proud little Edomite. But this guy, they locked him up. This is his prison thing when he was younger. And then the elder apostles, they talked about this guy because they learned from him. And because he knows the insides of what they're doing there, in the secret societies and stuff like that. This guy knows. But is he spiritual in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? No. The Lord said that they're making their own tongues to fall upon themselves. They make their own, Psalms chapter 64 verse 8. So, they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So what is he doing? He's teaching the, Lord willing, he's adding on and teaching the elder apostles on down about certain things like the 13 families of the Illuminatis and stuff like that, which our people would know nothing about, because these people know. But do they know and believe that the so-called Negros, Latinos, and Indianos are the Hebrew Israelites? He doesn't talk about that because you're not learning that part from him. You are learning from the elder apostles on down, and you are learning from the men that are under the elder apostles on down in America, starting first and foremost in America, Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So you're learning from the elder apostles on down, which is, where did I put it? Here. These men. The elder apostle Tahar, the elder apostle Gabar, the elder apostle Rakah, the elder apostle Arayamlab. Yeah, in America they say Aramlab. So I was like, his name is Aram, which is exalted mind. Aram. I always thought it was this. But then again, in America, they say, tomato, or you have another one, which is Shibolet and Sibolet. Yeah, I didn't spell it good. But I hope you would know better by reading Judges 12 or 13 or so one of those two. 12 or 13. Sibolet, Shibolet. Sibolet, Shibolet. Right, so they say tomato. So around here, we say Raya. That's what we say. But in America, they say Aria. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. They do their own thing. It's their accent. And so when I hear it, look, I don't know this. Look. I learned English by just listening to them, and then and I won't talk too much about that. But I just learned it by listening to them. And when you say Aram Lab, this is what I hear. Aram Lab. That's what I hear. Aram Lab. That's what I hear. Or Aria. Aria. That's what I hear. Aria. From their elder. The high priest Aria. High priest. Sorry. Aria. That's what I hear. But Aria, which goes into lion. But anyway, that's another story. But these are the elder apostles and stuff like that, which I have learned from. And they taught me that they learned from this Edomite over here, because the Heavenly Father will make a carnal person teach them about spiritual things, and then therefore after that they will go out as the Lord sent them, because these are the, whether you believe it or not, I don't care what you believe, okay? These are the elder apostles on down with the elder Zachariah right here. Beautiful brother, the beautiful elder. I can name them, and I don't want to talk too much. I can see them. I see them for what I think of them to be. This is my favorite. My elders here. So anyway, those are my elders, which I have learned from. And they taught me that they learned from them. For example, here. And then you have another one, which this is him. They locked him up, which I think they're liars. He has a YouTube channel, by the way. Just look for him yourself if you have the time. They locked him up for so-called rape. I saw that thing. And then you have him here when he was younger, and he was teaching about the top 13 Illuminati families. Right, and then you have another one, which is John Todd, which I also learned from my elder apostles at Great Millstone, which is another Edomite that taught my elder apostles and thus me about who are doing satanic rituals with music and stuff like that. So I have learned from him, because they make it their own tongue to fall upon themselves, because my Lord, Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh, he put it in their mind to snitch on themselves. Self-snitching is at an all-time high. So, but he's not teaching you about the scriptures. He's not teaching you spiritual things about the scriptures. He's teaching you spiritual things about the carnal world and what they're doing. And the same thing, Fritz Springmeier, has he broken down to you who the Israelites are? No, he didn't do that, because he doesn't have that gift. These men have that gift. And then everyone that they teach will have that gift. But you have to understand, good tree, bringeth forth good fruit. But evil fruit, they also go to the good tree and basically learn off of them, and then they turn out to be evil fruit. And then you might say, yeah, but a good tree doesn't bring forth evil fruit. That is correct. But those people were never of them. They were never their students. They always had their own little demonic minds, and they are abusers and not users. I pray that I use the word as not abusing. You might hear me say bad things about females and stuff like that, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't hate the Jake female so much that I would pimp her, I will abuse her, I will fuck her like a dog, and then kick her out my house and stuff like that. You won't see me doing that. You won't hear me doing that, because I'm not that type. That to me is pure hatred. When you fuck her like a dog and then bounce off and then show everybody how manly you are. Like, yeah, nigga, I got this bitch and I'm sucking on my dick, nigga. Do. Fuck you. That's real hatred to me. But anyway, let me go on. Right. So, Yeah, yeah, that's a whole nother dimension, bro. I'm not in that bullshit. So it says here, Luke chapter 16, verse 8. And the Lord commanded the unjust steward, because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. These Edomites, they know certain things, they know trickery things, they know how to save themselves, and the Lord is actually telling you, you should know how to save yourself, but use the world as not abusing it. So don't abuse the thing. For example, if you know that a person would borrow you money or help you, don't go borrow money just to buy a new jacket or something like that, a leather jacket of 600 euros or something like that. Hey man, I'm saying I need some money, man. I'm saying, hey, what's up, man? Can you spare some money? And knowing that you know that he will give you, he will borrow you, you're an abuser. Just like the same thing as abusing females, for example. You abusing the weaker female because you can talk the panties out of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. If you lie to them, you can get them real quick. I'm not gonna lie. Why would you lie to them? Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Let me not talk about that too much. Just in case you think you feel you better. Anyway, and 1 Corinthians 7 and 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So guess what? Use the world but not abuse it. If you think you can get benefit on it, I think, if you know you can get benefits off of this world, just use it. But don't go abusing it with the mindset like, no, I'm gonna deliberately actually, do stuff. You're a demon. Already read this, so that's what we learn from these Edomites. So when you see me using website like this, actually this, and with their stuff and stuff like that, yeah, keep on talking your fucking shit, boy. Pray the Lord you gonna get your ass here. Proverbs 30 and 10. Accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee, and thou be found guilty. My master is Shahawasai. Yeah? Just watch out, man. Like, I'm very angry, man. I'm very angry sometimes, man, because a lot of people are just fucking around, man. And it's not needed for you to make me angry like that. Why are you doing this? Why? Just keep to yourself, man. Just keep to yourself. Then you have another man, another Edomite, which I also learned from, and which my other apostles put me on. Again, this is the man that these men taught me about. John Todd. And I learned about him. Fritz Springmeier. Let me see. Fritz Springmeier. Let me see. Yeah, his thing is been his thing has been, well, he's alive. Here, Fritz Springmeier upon his release from prison 2011, sorry, not 21. Yeah, let me see. Rape, because I know he was a conspiracy theorist and whatever. And he said, like, he literally who has written a number of books claiming that the global elite who belong to a satanic bloodline are conspiring to dominate the world. This is what I have learned from the other apostles about that man, Fritz Springmeier. He has described his goal as exposing the New World Order agenda, and he was doing this in 1955. I wasn't even fucking born yet, my man. And he was already talking about these type. Well, not in 1955 because he was a baby, but born Victor E. Schoof, whatever. And early life education. Let me see here. Criminal conviction. Springmeier was convicted in 2002 in Oregon. Armed robbery. I thought he was. Wait a minute. Robbery violation. Okay, it's good that I read it because I mixed up two stories. They said he did a robbery, but this guy was on a church type tip. But hey, whatever, man. And then I will tell you, the other apostles also taught me about John Todd and what happened to John Todd. Todd was arrested in May, just like Julian Assange. Todd was arrested in May 1987 for rape of a University of South Carolina graduate student. After his arrest, he was additionally charged with sexual molesting two children who attended a karate school where he worked. He was convicted of rape in January 1988 and sentenced to 30 years in state prison. And what was he doing? He was a former Satanist, and then he turned into Christian because I don't know. He was probably listening to. He was probably reforming to Caesar Borgia. But that doesn't matter because the point is that so they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So now I know to be scared of bitch ass niggas like this. This. Look, he was teaching you that these artists, rock and roll artists and stuff like that, that's why you have that documentary. 10-hour documentary. They sold their soul for rock and roll. There's a 10-hour documentary, 4 DVDs. But they're trying to tell you, for example, that Robert Johnson was the king of rock. Fuck that motherfucker. He taught them how to sell your soul to make actually beautiful music in order for these spirits to channel themselves through you. Because there was people singing more beautiful and singing better and making more beautiful music than Robert Johnson. Because they told him like, man, get that garbage out of here. That clearly shows you that they was playing more beautiful than him. Because everybody hated Robert Johnson. Everybody hated Robert Johnson. Can't stand all the worshiper. Oh shit! I didn't even know this. Yeah, this is a personal individual. That's why I like Reddit, because you have individuals talking, personal people that have individual like opinions and stuff like that. And also sometimes they come with facts. Sometimes they're just opinions and full of shit. And also Quarry. I don't know how you spell it, but Quarry. That's where people ask questions. Ay, bullshit. That's great. This thing, whatever this thing is, whatever, is a question type of thing and stuff like that, where individual people get to talk about what they go through in their daily lives, and you can learn from off of individual people. You don't have to travel to their countries and stuff like that. You can learn off of them. And Reddit has it too, but I'll give you a warning. A lot of them are full of shit. But if they say things, for example, the gypsies and stuff like that, I was what is that? How you spell that thing? Corey, that's Q. Right. So if you start asking people, and you actually have people from India that have their account there too, and then you learn off of them, and then you find out like, oh, so the gypsies are coolies. It came from there, and those people were also in Egypt. Those people were also in, of course, India, because that's where they pumped up from. That's why you have, but nowadays you have these gypsies. They call themselves Romani people, and if you look at their clothing, this I know because look at them. These are Romani people, right? Look at them. They look like coolies, and I'm telling you, like, no, they are. They are coolies, man. They are descendants from those people. Look at this. They look coolies. They look like them. But only if you know, then you're gonna start seeing it, because now you can put the link. Now you know why they dress like this. Because they mixed up with Esau, yes. Some of them mixed up with Jake, but that's not the point. The point is that you can learn off of those websites and stuff like that. So anyway, you can learn off of who they are. But going back to the Robert Johnson thing. Robert Johnson is being worshipped because he was the one that sold his soul, and he was the one that made it commercial, and let the Edomites know that you can sell your soul, and then therefore the spirits can channel them devil shit through you. Them devils can channel through you because they love music also, and you can control people with music. If you read the scriptures about King David, you will see that he can control entities. He can make them love you. He can make them lovely while they're tormenting you, and then he can play the harp, and then they calm down. So if you can calm spirits down with music, then you can rouse them up too with the same type of music. That's why back in the days, if you hear a type of song you want to fight, I had that. You want to fight. You want to be a tough guy. You want to be a thug nigga too. You want to be a gangster, bowler. You know what I mean? You want to call female bitches. You want to do things to them. That's what music can do. You know what I'm saying? That's what it can do. It can do that to you. That's why they call Robert Johnson the king of rock. Fuck Robert Johnson. Because everybody used to hate him. Everybody was like, get the fuck out of here with that goddamn music. Fuck you, that's not music. There's noise. But anyway, so John Todd helped me figure out what was going on with Robert Johnson, and he showed me through the other apostles, because they put me on him, right, about this thing here, what they're doing, what the caucus is doing, what the Edomites are doing. And then you have the Jacob descendants that are following after them, just like you have in the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. They murdered them, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed under the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. The point is that they mingled themselves among the heathen and learned their works, and that's what this mother buster is doing. And not just him, there's many more. This is just the one that he was proud enough to show the rest of the elites that he's down with them. He even made a video with that thing. In the video, in the so-called rap video, I have never seen it. I clicked on it one time, and then I looked. I paused, of course. I'm not watching nor listening to this fucking shit, bro. I clicked on it, and then I skipped dun dun dun, and then I'm done. I didn't listen to it. If you play the music right now, I would not know which one it is, because I never listened to it. I never did. Lord willing, I never did, and I'm not trying to lie to you. Every man is a liar, but not every man lies all the time. I'm telling you, I did not listen. I don't know how this guy sounds. I have never listened to him. I never did. That's why I always hated it when people just play these modern rappers around me. I don't like it, because I don't want to know them. Anyway, don't accuse me, bro. Don't do that, because it's not good. Anyway, I have learned from the elder apostles, and they have taught me to listen to some of these Edomites, like John Todd and Fritz Springmeier taught us about the 13 Illuminati families. But the point is that off of them, they don't teach you spiritual things about the scriptures, that you're an Israelite, that this scripture goes with that one, and this scripture goes with that one, and da 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 da. Now, if you my Bible has a lot of precepts. So sometimes when you read these precepts, he's a carnal man. But sometimes these precepts actually do 100% click and are correct. But some of these precepts in my Bible here, that I have here, they're garbage. Some of the precepts are garbage, because he's not a spiritual man. He doesn't know about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He knows how to prove things like this. He knows how to prove it, because he does excavations He does studies. He has the money to go out there to these places and actually really do study and all these things. He has that type of money. And that is what the Lord blessed him with. And the beautiful thing is, we don't need that. We don't need to go to all these places. He does it for us. And then we can learn off of that. And then we teach our people in the name of Yahweh. Right. So, my elder apostles, I don't know if it's yours, but anyway, mine, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, 100% of, right? Confident, yeah? 100%, right? Knowing of whom thou hast learned them, and that from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures, because you're born again as a babe. You might be a older person, a grown person, and a grown person, whether you're a man or woman, but then you turn into a babe, and then you start drinking milk, baby scriptures, and then the harder scriptures start to come, and then you'd be like, man, what the hell, I don't understand that. But that's why you need a guide, starting with these 4 men. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Going on. Now, I put them in the order as they rank themselves. You for yourself should judge which one. I don't even want to say that. So, I'm going to let you entertain yourself with that thought. Because I wanted to say something. What I wanted to say is, I don't even want to say that. I'll say this: you yourself should put them in your own order. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Do it for yourself. I'm not doing that. And from a child, right? And that from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Christ means Messiah. Christ means anointed here. The definition of the word Christ, right? It goes into anoint, but it comes from the Hebrew Messiah. And what is the Hebrew word for Messiah? Mashiach. Mashiach. That's it. That's what it said. Like I said, Sibolet, Shibolet. You can say what you want, but I'll leave it at that, man, because, anyway, I'm making this video because, there's people talk, and I don't really like that. Man, I want you to know that I know what you know, and I don't like you. I'll tell you that. But what? John Todd was arrested for so-called rape. Well, let me read it again. He was arrested for rape and all kiddie porn and all that there. But he said he was a former Satanist, so he must have done things as a Satanist. Then he turned into the so-called Christianity, and then what he did was exposing them. He talked about them, and he died. He died very alone. John Todd death. Hey, let me see something here that you hear. Conspiracy theorist. Whatever, dude. Rape of a 6 counts of rape of a child and 7 counts of aggravated sexual battery. They probably got some stuff on him that he did when he was a Satanist, because he did say that he was a Satanist. So, but he added derogatory toward Jews and African Americans. Let me see. This book repeated many of Todd's claims, including the alleged power structure of the Illuminati and the idea that Atlas Shrugged was the Illuminati's secret blueprint, but added identity beliefs derogatory toward, which is disrespectful, toward Amalekites and Israelites. Anyway, look, I know these devils hate us, but I'm still learning from them. They have snake tongues, so I watch out what I learn from them. So when you see me using their maps and stuff like that, don't fucking talk shit, boy. Cause I accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee, and thou be found guilty. Just don't do that, man. Cause I'm not trying to curse you, man. Cause, but I will tell you, like, listen, don't offend me, boy. Cause don't say dumb shit like, yeah, all the information that I got is from Esau, and that's why I have all these so-called breakdowns and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, dude, why are you doing this to yourself, man? Why are you trying to put me on your bad side? Like, I'm not no tough guy. But I will tell you this, I will pray to the Lord because you offended me. And you need to get dealt with. Right? Cool cat. Just keep it to yourself, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Okay? Just shut the fuck up. Don't say dumb shit, boy. You know? My other apostles have taught me that they learned from these Edomites because they have this truth. They are wiser than you. They have a lot of smart things. They know who the they know who the Israelites are, and we don't. But the beauty is, they're not gonna teach you that you're the Israelites. They fucking hate you, just like John Todd over there. They fucking hate you. But he does teach you because he was not teaching us. He's teaching the rest of the caucus race. He's not doing these videos for us, man. He's doing it for his own race. Just like Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden is not snitching for us. He was talking about, yeah, these same things they was doing to the black people when the CIA when this guy Gary Webb was making document, and there's a movie about him. The movie is called Kill the Messenger 2014. If you watch this movie, they will use an actual real news thing, a news not commercial, a news footage of of what they was doing. I'm not fucking playing, man. Watch this fucking movie, man. Watch this movie, man. Watch this movie. 2014. Watch this movie. You will see that they will use an actual real footage of the thing that they showed. Just watch the movie, man. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Like how to say it. They will use an actual real footage of the reaction that happened when the real Gary Webb, this guy, when he exposed to the so-called black people in those areas in that day in the so-called crack epidemic time, and then the reaction of the so-called black people when they went to Congress, they protest and all that. They will use real footage in that movie. Yeah, it's a movie, but they use real, actual footage, which are not no goddamn actors. They're using clips from certain. Just watch the movie, then you will know what I'm talking about, right? But what did he do? He told on them. He snitched them. And that's why he was found. That's why he was found. He was found with 2 gunshot wounds to the head. His death was ruled a suicide. Just like how you had this guy. That's also why you had this guy, shotgun discovered near a body, but then they have another article, shotgun not discovered here. Okay, here it says shotgun discovered near body of former Clinton aide Mark Middleton report. So it says here a shotgun was discovered near the body of former Clinton aide with links to Jeffrey Epstein, who died by suicide last year. despite initial reports to the contrary. So they was talking shit then before, right? Officials said this week. So despite the initial report. So what was the initial report? Death of shot Clinton aide with Epstein ties found tied to a tree, ruled suicide. So tied to a tree despite no gun at scene. So they said it wasn't a gun at scene. This was the first one, I would think. This is February 22, 2023. This is later on the day. Let me see. This is 11 a.m. This is 9 a.m. Man, within a fucking hour, few hours, he probably within the same hour, he heard the story, and then 2 hours later, he had to fucking do that shit, man. You know, he had to come back and like, ooh. But the funny part is they left both of these stories just to show you, like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? I show you the proof that I made a so-called mistake, but I keep the mistake there for you to see it. You know what that means? That is to show all the other potential snitches, I'm gonna put you to death, and you can't do nothing about it. Ain't nobody going to jail, right? So it says here, on the contrary, so here no gun was found, right? But here it says that he was found. How was he found? Okay, so it says here, despite. So it says here, wait, let me see. It says here, this week revealed Little Rock businessman, this guy, was discovered with a gunshot wound to the chest and an extension cord tying his neck to a tree. So this motherfucker was hung on a tree, tied to a tree with his neck fucking stuck to the tree, and a gunshot wound to the chest, and no gun was found. All of a sudden, there was a gun found. So what the fuck is the truth? No, they just playing with you, man. Just like how they have this guy. 2 gunshot wounds to the head. Really? So he shot himself 2 times. Right, so it says, which he placed near the ear, near his right ear. First shot went through his face and exited at his left cheek. And the other one was his like his right ear or whatever. He shot himself which place on there. Oh, the coroner staff concluded that the second shot hit a hidden artery. Really? You're gonna shoot yourself 2 fucking times? I don't think you're gonna. If the first shit, man, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it. You know what? You know what? Why I'm not gonna talk about it? Because it's just stupid. You know, you're gonna shoot. I'm gonna say it. You're gonna shoot yourself in the face, and then it didn't work. I think you would be in pain by that time, and you're not gonna do it again. You wanna do it real good. And you're gonna really shoot yourself in the mouth or something like that, or shoot yourself in the temple. Why would you shoot yourself in a manner that could make you still live and still feel the pain? Come on, man. But anyway, look, I know what the truth is. I hope you know. So I'll just leave it at that. That's why this is nothing. This is just useless for me to be talking about it. I want that power from your whole Basha Shai. So I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you, boy. I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge all you devils. You know, I don't want to talk no more. I'm gonna be a real cop. I'm gonna be a cop. You know what I'm saying? Father style. Fuck all you busters, man. This is all bullshit, man. I don't want to go back and forth with the devil. No, but the evidence says. No, but I don't want to do that. I want to just put you to death. Because I know better. And I hope the Lord is, and He will be with me. Because I know the truth. I mean, this is an open and shut case to me. Everybody connected to this shit needs to be put to death. But only he died. Why? Because he was about to tell on them. Snitches, freaking stitches. He didn't get to tell. But anyway. So who do I learn from? Who did my elder apostles learn from? They learned from people like Fritz Springmeier about the 13 Illuminati families, because that is what they taught me, that they read this book. And they also learned from guys like John Todd. But did these guys give you spiritual things? No, they didn't. They gave you carnal things. And then the elder apostles on down started to give you with the scriptures. So then they continually feed the flock with pasture and milk and water and honey and all that type of stuff. So let me read these scriptures and then I'm done with it. Right, I already read those. So let me see something here. Kill the messengers. They sold their soul for rock and roll. Right, they're lying to you. John Todd here and all that type of stuff. Mingled among the heathen. Okay, here. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh to his anointed, to Cyrus. This is a heathen. He called him his anointed, whose right hand I have holden. The Lord held his right hand. To do what? To subdue nations before him. So, the Lord held the hand of John Todd in this example in order for him to explain to us about the music industry, that everybody that signs a contract is a witch. Just listen to him. Then you will understand why people like this exist. Let me see something. Then you will understand why this guy exists. People like this exist. Then you will understand. Then you will understand. Oh, this is the Edomite devil. Okay, cool. But then you will understand why jakes like this exist. You will understand why they do these things. You'll be like, oh, now I know. You understand why he dressed like a woman. Why he do shit like that. He think he dope. And if you see his hand like this, Naruto hand gesture, cool cat. Check this out, Naruto. What does Naruto do? He does this. He changed into a woman. That's what Naruto does. Naruto does, see? Naruto used sexy ninjutsu and transformation. What does he do? He changed into a woman. Look him. I'm not making this up, man. You think it's far-fetched. Look. That's Naruto. That's a man. And what he does is he changes himself into a female. This is what he does. Sexy technique. And then he does the thing with his hand gestures and stuff like that. Look at this mother buster. He has a fucking scarf on his head like a female. Any dude that has a scarf, yeah. Yeah, I'm already looking at you like, oh man, this guy. Yeah, like that thing on your head, like you're Marilyn Monroe. You know, you're just a funny dude, man. Praying to Satan. Going on. So yeah, and the Lord uses him. So the Lord used Fritz Springmeier to teach us certain things about the 13 Illuminati families, because like I said, I got that from the elder apostles, my elder apostles. I don't know if they're yours, but they taught me. And through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know, hopefully the Lord will sit down with you and filter the lies from the snake-tongued devils, so that you can speak the truth unto your people and continually feed the sheep. Isaiah 46 and 10. Declare the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, because the Lord is a prophecy. He gives his prophets the prophecies, so that they can speak the things that have not come to pass yet, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do my pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. And who is that ravenous bird? That was Cyrus. He's the one that the Most High called. This is Isaiah 46. And this is Isaiah 45. Here, 45. Read it for yourself. You'll find out. And somewhere in Isaiah 43 or something, it speaks about it again, that it would come. Maybe 44. Here, 28, 40 what? 44 and 21, 29, 28, sorry. that saith of Cyrus, He is my shepherd. Oh, so he's the shepherd. I hope you understand how the Lord works, my man. You know? And shall perform all my pleasures. What are one of his pleasures? One of his pleasures was that he should do this. Isaiah 45:13. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price, nor reward, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. Cyrus did that. If you read the book of Ezra chapter 1, and if you read the book of Ezra, first Ezra chapter, I think it's chapter 2 or something like that. I think it's chapter 2. But yeah, the book of Ezra chapter 1 and the book of Ezra chapter 4 and the book of first Ezra chapter 2. Also, yeah. Just read the whole book of first Ezra and the whole book of Ezra, but the ones that I just told you, that there is where it is mentioned. So the Lord used him to do what? To let go the captives of the Israelites that were slaves in Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. So he raised up these Persians to go and butcher the Babylonians. Anyway, so who do we learn from? I learn from heathens. But do we learn spiritual things from them? Not to the scriptural manner. Because we break down the scriptures through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But they give us the little links here and there. They give us carnal precepts. And we give you the scriptural precepts in the physical form. Through the beauty of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, with all things linked up with the scriptures. So if you say dumb shit like, oh yeah, I'm using Esau things. What about this? The Blue Letter Bible. Is it because the elder Apostle Tahar taught me this? Is this a caucus thing? Is this an Israelite thing? Did the elder Apostle Tahar figure this out for himself? No, he found it out. And who made this website? A caucus did. Who made this map and all these maps that I'm using? A caucus did. Okay? So if you're saying I'm learning from them, well, you could be right. No, that is correct, because I am. But if you say I'm breaking the scriptures down because of them, anyway. You have a lot of people that, not a lot. Yeah, you do have a lot. Fuck them. You have a lot of people that they're not really paying attention to you, but when a controversy comes, all of a sudden they on your page like sucking on penis. It's like they on you like flies on fucking shit. Like I'm the shit and they're the flies. Or like white on rice. No, fuck white on rice. I'd rather be shit. I'd rather be shit toward you, and you be the fucking fly. I ain't no goddamn white on rice. And all of a sudden they on you. But other than that, they was never on you. All of a sudden they on you. They got some shit to say, cause you coming up with stuff. Well, whatever, man. I know who I've learned from, and I know what they taught me, how to learn. Yeah. I know who taught me, and I know what they taught me how to learn, how to check up stuff and stuff like that. And from there on, you're gonna find out stuff, and you hope the Lord is with you. You're always gonna be amongst people that normally never watch you, and all of a sudden they're watching you. And what? Why are you doing that? Why don't you just go about your business? I'm not looking up people. I'm telling you, and I'm not lying, bro. I'm not looking up people. I stick to the old regimen that I had back in the days. I stick to a selected few, and I'm not going to the left nor the right. I just stick to it, and that's what I do. I'm not looking or spying on people and shit like that. Like, what is he doing today? What is he doing now? Does he have a nudie? No, I don't do that, man. I leave people alone, man. I just don't do that shit, man. So stop talking shit. And just like Charleston White said, I'm throwing stones, and if you get a hit, then you know I'm talking about you. And if you're not hit, I'm not talking about you, man. Don't make this into something personal. Like, hey, I think you're talking about. No, I'm not talking about you, man. You know, you mother busters know who you are. You talking that shit. I just gave you an example of a fact concerning who I know that the elder apostles taught me that they learned from, which is one of among so many, which is Fritz Springmeier, John Todd, and I know for myself, I haven't learned this from the other apostles, but Edward Snowden. And guess what? I don't like these people. This motherfucker don't like me. This motherfucker don't like me. Julian Assange, that fucking devil don't like me neither. Edward Snowden don't like me. Because I watched Edward Snowden, in one of his interviews, he said, these are the things that they do to black people. So I was thinking to myself, like, oh, but you never snitched. Is when you found out they was doing it to so-called caucus people too. That's about the time that you fucking snitched on him. Because he don't care about you, boy. And neither did fucking Judy Mikovich. Judy Mikovich, this fucking beast. She knows that the AIDS thing, she knows. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. You see, shit already popped up. But anyway, fact checkers, whatever, man. Anyway, this little devil, she was in the midst of the AIDS thing, a so-called epidemic, and she didn't say anything. When you watch this video, this exact video over here, it's called Plandemic. If you watch that video, you know, you can, you know, I'll just say this. Here or Rumble, right? These two. These are YouTube type channels. Go watch it there. Anyway, she will explain to you that this. She will explain these type of things to you. This. She will explain this to you. I'm not fucking around, man. I'm not making this up, man. This look like a dick. You finna get fucked by these caucus people rolling up your fucking sleeves for these goddamn fucking devils, man. You finna get fucked, Holmes. You finna get fucked. And you probably was in a world of pain after they was done with you. This sucker too. You know? This guy too. You're a sucker. You're trusting your fucking enemy. Every Jacob descendant that lined themselves up in order for these caucus people to jab your bitch ass, you fucking house Negro, you have no hatred in your heart. You have no suspicion. You don't even have distrust in the people that been fucking raping, robbing, and murdering you for these past centuries. You just go to them. I don't even want to have pity for you, man. I don't even want to have pity for you. Cause you the type of bitch ass nigga that would say some shit like, oh nigga, you racist. I hope them white people kill you. Nigga, I hope they kill you, bitch. What up with that? Whole ass nigga. Fuck you niggas, man. Here it is, you try to help these monkeys, but they love their cave monkey father. I don't even want to help you dudes, man. You know? Give not your pearls unto... There's not my pearls, by the way. Give not the pearls unto a swine ass Negro and a dog ass Negro. Look at the dog right here. Yeah, you chilling with them. This your homie. You following after him. You know, don't give your pearls to these people, man. They probably hate your guts. Oh, are you racist? You racist, man? Why you hating on them? What? What did you just say? Yeah, you racist. You hating on them. What? Okay. What a joke. These are the people that you're trying to help. Let them get injected, man. Actually, I don't want that. Because I see this horrible shit. I'll be like, no, I don't fucking want that shit, bro. I hate you. I hate you. But I will tell you, like, man, don't fucking trust these devils, man. What are you doing, man? But still, I hate your guts. I still be like, fuck you. But I still tell you, like, don't do it. Don't trust these devils. Don't. But anyway. So, yeah, there you have it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got dudes talking shit. And I am throwing stones. And if you get hit, then you get fucking hit, man. If you don't get hit, then don't fucking get hit, man. Because I'm not talking about you then. You know who you are, Buster. You know, stop watching my videos then, man. You know, these are not my videos anyway. I'm not even alive. I'm not even real. Valley of the Dead Bones, man. It's fucking dead ass niggas. You walking, you're looking at some dead ass niggas, man. Why don't you go look at some live Negroes like this? He's alive. He's living his life. He found his life. He's living. You know, why don't you go join him, man? Why don't you go watch his videos, man? He got millions of views. Oh. Because I mentioned that I'm jealous. Hey, dude, get out of here, man. Buster. You know, I'm just only focusing on the ones that the Lord gave me the spirit to focus on, man. I'm not focusing on every Israelite upon the planet Earth. Most of you busters are like this. Oh, sorry, where is it? Hey, did I click it away? Wow, I think I clicked it. Did I click it away? Yeah, no, then I must have put it there. Yeah. I was trying to look at the video at the thing of the jabbing. Oh yeah, that's most of you busters are like this, man. Standing in line. Go let the caucus help you, man. Sucker. Talking about, yeah, you got to break down because of the caucus. What? Then you'd say the same thing about the other apostles, because they taught me about this guy, Fritz Springmeier, with the book of the 13 Illuminati families, bloodlines. They taught me that. I got that from the other apostles. They taught me also about John Todd. They taught me also about, which one was it again? Okay. They taught me a lot of things, you know, that they have also, but like I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it for the last time. This guy doesn't teach you about the scriptures. He teach you about carnal things in the world, concerning, well, carnal spiritual things in the world, which is the left hand side, which is Satanism and warlocks and witches. He teaches you about that. But these men, they teach you about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, even though they might reference him and his book, which they learned from, which I very appreciate, because the Lord made him do that. Psalm 64 and 8. So they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So when I use these things, yes, Esau did that. But is he breaking down scriptures to you toward on a Hebrew Israelite tip? It's very tiring, trying to help these Negroids. It's very tiring sometimes. I'm not tired about it, but sometimes I just want you to croak because you're irritating. This is you. This is you. Why don't you line up and roll up your sleeves, nigga? Bitch ass nigga. You swine ass dog. Huh? Swine, why don't you go do that, man? You're a weirdo, man. You're a weirdo. Why don't you get digged down by these Edomites? Roll up your sleeves, nigga. And go follow them. I'm not following them. I'm using their stuff. I use the world. And this has nothing to do with abusing it. I'm just using the world. What I'm not abusing is the weakness of a female so I could just fuck her like the dog that she is. Even if I could do that, I'm not doing that. That's abuse. I'm not doing that. Because I think I know better. Why would I do that to her? That's a daughter of Jacob. Even if it's a heathen female. Joseph, he didn't commit adultery. Even though it was a heathen. He didn't do it. He didn't abuse her. Even though she wanted it. He didn't do it. Because he knew, like, the Lord ain't down with that, bro. You're not sinning against that female. You're sinning against Yahweh. And against him only you are sinning. And that would destroy your own soul. I'm not doing that, man. Lord willing. There's a lot of female temptations upon the planet Earth. Let's see if you're tough enough to fight against it, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, dude. Anyway, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Only to the brothers that, that are not demons, man. I'm not talking shit. Why are you talking shit, man? I don't get it. It's people like you make me angry. Then I gotta worry about Lord willing, I don't have to worry about my own salvation because I'm angry at you. You're doing it. Stop doing that. So with that, I'm going to say shalom, man.